We are live on a Saturday night. Hello to everybody who's coming by. Welcome to PRL, the Primetime Racing League. This is their Saturday night shootout series, or Super Speedway series specifically. This is new, something new to bring to the channel here, and I cannot tell you guys how stoked I am for this, how excited I am that these guys brought me on board for this thing. I'm going to just get it right off the bat and say a massive shout out to Graham McDonald and Randy Waugh for reaching out to me to make this happen. And like I told them, just entrusted me to do this thing. We've got a heck of a night of racing coming up here. Actually, very, very shortly. We're into happy hour right now. And of course, I've got, I think, just the man to help me call the action here tonight for two short races here at both Daytona and essentially Talladega. And that is the TarnationTV man himself, Blaine Donlon.
I have arrived. Thanks for having me, man. This is it's cool. I was not sure if I would be able to pull this off tonight, but yeah, we made it happen. So here we are. Let's do some racing. You said this thing. So it's two tracks. We're doing Daytona and Talladega. Primetime Racing. Of course, these guys are professional SuperSpeedway racers, and they're two shortened races at 3x.
Exactly.
Which giving us very tight fuel windows.
Very tight. Yep. We are, according to these guys, they told me about 14-ish, 15-ish laps here at Daytona. Probably down to like 13 when we head to Primetime SuperSpeedway, which is essentially Talladega, just a little modified, a little more fancy looking, and also nighttime, which is really cool. And yeah, some of the best super speedway racers in the game. These guys know a thing or two about racing and drafting together. A lot of the guys that run either at Talladega Nights, RTG, back in the old Insomniacs days when they ran their super speedway series. So much experience when it comes to this stuff, and I feel like we're going to be on display here, but we're going to see a lot of aggression, a lot of pushing. It's CTS physics with the Men Cup 19 mod and lotto qualifying. These guys randomized the qualifying order. They just skipped the qualifying session and said, all right, where are you starting? And we've got a very mixed bag of drivers here tonight. From what I'm seeing in TeamSpeak, looks like about a 26 car count for this first race. Actually, 28. Excuse me, 28.
Nice.
I love to see that. And on pole for it will be, I'll try to briefly go down this run order because I don't think I've called too many of these names, or at the very least in a long time on the channel. I've called it with you, Blaine, and
Yep.
and a lot of these guys, which, of course, anytime I get to call anything over on TarnationTV, it's seriously an honor. And hey, the roles are reversed, but hey, I guess that lets you relax a little bit, as you've said before.
It is, sitting in a co-host chair is a little bit different. You can kind of, it's a different, it's not super relaxing because I can do other stuff. It's a different method.
Yeah, it brings a little more just like kind of looking around a little bit more of what's going on instead of being like, all right, get this shot, get that shot, and
yeah,
see what's going on. As that is a perfect time for a Charlie horse to happen. Ouch, that is very painful. But as I mentioned, a very mixed bag of drivers here, and kind of go down the order here for this first race here at Daytona. Ken Huntsberry will be starting on pole with the 088 of Greg Lovell to his outside. Greg is definitely going to be one of the favorites here tonight, one of those big stone gap drivers. Pat McCarsky and Garland Oaks will be starting pretty much third and fourth because I somehow qualified third.
Nice. Hey, I qualified 11th.
Hey, not bad, man, not bad. Nice lap.
Yeah.
Robert Breelove, Ken Roberts, Brian Lovell. There's Randy Waugh, our man. Let's see, Craig Hagley, Robert Spring, the man, the myth, the legend, Rodney Solons, who painted a lot of these cars and is a very accomplished NR painter. Poppy, Ulysses Sandoval, Tim Anderson, Denny Carroll, Mike Mangialardi, John Godfrey, Dennis McCarthy, Javier Negron, Donnie Cameron, Billy Ellisor, Nate Balzer, Graham McDonald, the head of this series in the 24. He's starting 24th. Then you got Keith Bynum, RJ Cabana, Gary Heiser, Brian Rawson, Mark Paglia, the full field. 27 drivers, it looks like, actually. I believe that Doug Hewlett connected to TeamSpeak a bit too late. But we'll see him in the second race. That's the full field. Holy cow. It's Daytona.
Yep.
This is good. What more can you say? This is just going to be a show.
It's always a show with these guys. If you're looking in your TeamSpeak, I sent you every 66 that I have, and then I did a little bit of research. It might actually be the 066 KD Yankee. Try that one, because the other ones actually don't.
Yeah, well,
the other one, there's a couple of them. I think there's a -1 in there too.
Gotcha.
I must have had a couple of weird ones, but either way, if you grab the 066s, try those out. They might fill the blank.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a cool looking track. I like Daytona night. I mean, night tracks always have a cool aesthetic, especially on a broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
They look way better on a broadcast, and I mean everything still looks good in a simulator that was literally released in 2003.
Yeah,
the fact that we're still doing this, we always talk about it. It's so cool. These night versions, and there's twilight versions, daytime versions, and guys are messing around with rain. I've seen like tracks that look like they're wet, and it's just like dirt tracks. Like, when did that ever happen? Those weren't released with the game, and it's super cool to see what these guys do. So, and as every league is, when we broadcast these races, and every league is so different with how they operate their races. These guys doing 2 super short races with 3x is neat. I've never seen anybody do that either. So it's always fun to see what these guys are up to. It's cool because with all the different combinations on how you can run a race, it's no two leagues are exactly the same. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because, you come here and you race on a Saturday night. You've got the 2 shortened races at Daytona and Talladega. If you race here on Friday night, they're running trucks at Talladega. And then I think tomorrow they're running... I think, don't they run the game tracks on
I think it's
Sundays?
their Speedway Spartan series, if I recall correctly. I would have to double check that, but...
Yeah, so they're just running like 1.52 mile tracks. And I believe they're just the game tracks. They may have changed that, but...
Reset.
Oh, we got to reset.
Take 2.
Drivers, to your cars.
Hop back on and off track here so that we don't hold up any proceedings.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching the Top Dragster stream live on the YouTube machine.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who's coming in, and Ulysses in the chat there. What's up? Love it. Best of luck, Ulysses. Best of luck to all these drivers here. And kind of what we were alluding to with the 66. I do not have that car file, but Blaine does. So he just sent me all of his 66 files and said, "Oh, one of them's bound to be it." So you'll see that car in the second race. Unfortunately, it's going to be the Men Cup generic, which props to whoever's idea it was to have them sponsored by various anime, but
yeah, it is such a weird thing. There's so many cool, like, I think the vintage truck series probably has the best looking generics I've ever seen in a mod. That thing just came out a few months back and it's flawless.
Oh, yeah,
BTS 65 vintage BTS 65, vintage truck series 1965, and they're all rusted. The generics are just rusted out.
A lot of fun, and as you were saying, like, just with not only the tracks and what they could do with the tracks, but the mods and how detailed that, like, even that truck mod that you were talking about, the various patterns of like broken glass that you get in a crash.
The damage modeling is unique to each. The way the windows break to each make is cool. I never really noticed that with a different mod before. And this is such a cool looking mod. This is a very popular one, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series 2019 Craftsman Truck Series. That's a mouthful. Make sure you take a deep breath before you say that one. But this is a very cool looking one. Yeah, this is a very cool mod. This is a very popular one. This one, Xfinity, the original, people still run the original Cup mod because it's easy on people's systems. ICR looks amazing, but it's not friendly to older computers. But the engine can handle it. Of course, the frame rates are a little bit less. I find like if I'm cracking right now, I'm cracking 140 frames per second. But if I was running ICR, you'd be down around like 40. You know, with all cars on the screen, you'd be dropping 100 of those frames off just because those things are so detailed. But I find in that mod, the trick is to just run medium car detail because it deletes a lot of polygons that are unnecessary.
Well,
and they still look the same. So,
truth be told, but one thing that's also for sure is that, ladies and gentlemen, the Primetime Racing League is green on the Top Dragster channel.
Race number 1 of season number 6, I believe.
Season 6, indeed. We are underway, and the run is going to come here for Garland Oaks. He's going to get it here on the inside lane. Ken Huntsberry going to get hung out to dry on the far outside. So we're going to get a flyby here off of turn 4.
I wonder if Ken did that on purpose. I wonder if he's comfortable running up front. Because I think usually when we qualify, Ken usually does not qualify.
He just bumped the wall there. Yeah, there are some of these guys that will voluntarily just run at the rear because they feel the safest there. For me personally, I would either be at the very front or the very back. I would hate to be like in a position where, let's see, what's that? Dennis McCarthy's down there. Denny Carroll's down there. There's Robert Breedlove, second car on the outside lane. Yeah, we're gonna be getting very familiar with these paint schemes as the season goes on, because guess what? We're gonna be bringing you guys pretty much the entire season minus 2 races.
Nice.
And those 2 races are going to be because I won't be here.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not available too much on the Saturdays, so I'm able to sit in on this one. But
I still appreciate you a ton, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I was hoping I could make it in, and it's a long weekend, but we got most of our stuff done today, and there's a whole day of stuff tomorrow. So, which oh my goodness!
Looking to the outside there, that's Rodney Solons and Randy Waugh taking a peek there. Pat McCarsky, third on the outside there. Watch for him to make some noise in this race as well. That 97. He's been running a lot of these.
That was a tight squeeze for Waugh to get up there on that outside line.
Yeah. Oh, and Ken Roberts is going to do the same thing, and Garland Oaks is about to get into some trouble here, but as long as he gets the shove from the 33 there, Tim Anderson, he should be in good shape. But we're already on lap 4. Shout out to Alex Moe in the chat there. Sorry you couldn't make it tonight, man, but hopefully we'll get to see you next week. And
yeah, I just responded that I said, don't work, race.
Where's to live by?
Just quit.
Is that what you tell? Oh goodness, that was a twitch there from Anderson. But is that what you tell?
Yeah.
Is that what you tell Rod?
Yeah, exactly. Rod's got the racing on the Sundays, and then it's like, oh, it's one or the other. Either you're racing in the sim, or you're racing on the track at in your local track. So,
or you're up in the booth in TarnationTV. How about Brian Wolf there, Flute Studios in the chat? Appreciate you coming by, my man. Whoa, it's very Heiser, I think. Getting a little squirrely there at the very rear, but I think he'll be able to keep it going. Don't know if he'll hold on to the draft. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
33, that's a crash. There we go. That's the first big one of the night, and that will involve many cars.
Yeah.
John Godfrey, Sandoval's in it. There's Craig Hagley. Hansberry is in it.
Yeah,
Cabana,
Rawson's in it.
Paglia, Balzer,
Bynum, Elisor, Negron,
Robert Spring. Oy, that's the big one on lap 5.
You know what? I was just going to say it too. I'm like, there's something about Daytona when you run so much Talladega. It seems very claustrophobic for some reason, even though it's still a 3 wide track. Talladega's more 4, I guess. But Yeah, if
Oh,
you
yeah.
rewind to, let me see, timestamp 6 minutes, 7 seconds,
That's
or
right.
even before that. Go 6 minutes even and focus on the 82.
82, gotcha.
Yeah, the 24 got squirrely coming off the corner there at Dennis McCarthy, the 024. He tapped the apron just a little bit before it flattened out, and it upset the car. And
Oh,
yeah, if you focus on the 82, you'll get a good shot at that.
yeah. And oh, goodness, this is going to be a hit. Oh, focus there on McCarthy as he just
Yeah.
nailed that inside wall about as hard as he could.
No, they're not running damage, are they?
Oh, no, they are. Moderate, it looks like.
Oh, it's on moderate. Yeah, moderate is on. Yeah.
Johnny Cameron in that as well. It looks not. I don't think too many guys are going to be in bad shape for that, except for McCarthy, as a result of that impact. We'll focus in on Johnny Cameron here. He'll be right behind it.
Good heads-up play by Heiser in the 3 as well. He was kind of sitting there at the tail end, and he just saw it happening, and he put the brakes on and parked it.
Lucky escape from Denny Carroll.
Watched the whole thing happen in front of him. Yeah, everybody just needs tires, I think, is what.
Yeah, so some hits there that if this were realistic would probably put them in trouble, but
yeah, McCarthy's in bad shape though.
But yeah, you're not getting away with that hit. He walloped that wall.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, yeah, man, square too, right on the passenger side. The damage is so cool, even on moderate, like.
Oh yeah, this mod is great damage. I'm just laughing at what Brian said in chat there, just loving the Miller sound effects. It's becoming synonymous at this point. Just kill.
Somebody's gonna make a soundboard, and then you won't be able to get away with it.
Oh my God!
Be making the noises, and we'll be hearing the noises.
I'm all for it.
I should hide them in a TarnationTV broadcast. Just every once in a while, you hear that. You hear what was that? Somebody picking up furniture? Like, no, it's Andrew Miller.
Things get a little tense. Oh man, we have a good time, and hey, that's just me trying to be quiet for the sake of my poor apartment neighbors here.
We have a blown up engine back here.
God, it's Ken
Roberts.
Ken Roberts
on the pace, under pacing.
He was leading at the caution.
Yeah, again, Ken Roberts. I'm riding along in the car with him at 850.
Oh, well.
He's slowing down at the 9-minute mark.
And yeah, he's not even under power. He's got nothing.
And it just blows up.
He's got absolutely nothing.
What is happening?
The random engine failure has bit one of the favorites in this race. I mean,
he was downshifting when that happened too, which is weird. Like, he wasn't even on the throttle. It just popped.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, sir, I stepped on you there. You were going to say, like, good. Yeah, like, Roberts is, like, by far a very experienced SuperSpeedway racer, so that's a shame to see him out of there. Definitely a contender to win this thing.
Oh, 100%. And yeah, he was leading, and that just happened to him. He was scored second, but obviously, I mean, we got all kinds of pit strategies going on right now. Comparable to the 1966 Batman's comics, just bam, pow, God. Oh, I love it. Well, as they run right now, after some various pit stops here, Denny Carroll, after a very lucky escape, is currently the leader. Randy Waugh is going to be second. Robert Breedlove, Brian Lovell, Greg Lovell, and Tim Anderson are going to be the front 3 rows. I'm probably going to sneeze here in a moment.
Let it rip.
There it is.
Checking out that Mark Paglia car. That's a cool looking car. Doesn't look like it looks like a paint job that doesn't belong on a NASCAR. It looks like some circuit you would run in Germany or something, like a rally car of some kind.
That's vintage Lotus right there.
Yeah, is that what it is? It looks like a rally car or something.
Yep, that I'm pretty sure is like one of the original Lotus Formula One paint schemes.
Yes, because the circle around the number. That you're right.
And you know what? I actually think I wanted to say that it was Harrison Burton that ran that as a throwback, like a year or two ago at Darlington. I think.
Oh, I'll Google that. Give me a minute. Harrison Burton, you said?
Yeah, I'm wanting to say, or it was definitely when he drove for Wood Brothers. I'm pretty sure that's what they threw it back to. Don't quote me on that, but I'm wanted to say that that's what it was. I think it looks sick on a Gen 6, to be honest with you. The underground bringing it down pit road there. That tie number 40. Everybody coming by, including and Fluid Studios there. We're having some fun here. I mean, hey, that's the whole point of this channel and the whole point of these broadcasts. I mean, if you want like the high end quality broadcasts, like as far as production, go to TarnationTV, go to Flatout, go to JTN.
Thanks, buddy.
If you want like kind of more silly, just having fun and just calling it as a fan, this is the place. And low frame rates, you will get that here too.
Yeah, we run at a solid 47 frames per second.
I see
not
what
60,
you did there.
47, right in the middle.
I see what you did there.
In there. Yeah. Wood Brothers salute to iconic Indy 500 winner with a throwback NASCAR design.
It was an IndyCar scheme?
I guess.
Really?
It's in a museum.
Huh. I swore it was Lotus. If anybody in chat can, like, give some more context on that, I would be very curious.
That's what it looks like, yeah. It's the same thing he's running. Right here, that Paglia house.
Interesting.
Jim Clark's Lotus 38 to victory in the 1965 Indianapolis 500 is one of the greatest days in Leonard Wood's life.
I did at least have the Lotus thing right, so at least we got that. And I knew that it was like, yeah, one of those guys. So Jim Clark, if that makes sense.
The Lotus 38 is remembered not only for its legendary driver Clark and designer Colin Chapman, but also for being the first rear-engine car to win at Indy.
Oh, yeah.
Now you know.
Hey, look what happened over 80 years later. 70, 60, 60 years. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're coming to the green flag here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Number 10.
Lap number 10 of 40. A big jump there for Carroll. I don't know if that might hurt him here. Everyone's going to start kind of jockeying around here. Relove and Wah.
Keep in mind here, too, that we are on 3X, and Denny Carroll leading this race in the 41 did not pit. He's the only car that did not pit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So he's going to have to pit within the next 6 or 7 laps, probably.
You're absolutely right. He is way off sequence now compared to everybody else.
Under green flag conditions, what's the window? 16 laps? Then we had a yellow. So he might be able to get closer to 18 and 19 laps.
Ooh, I think even that would be pushing. I'm thinking more like maybe 6, like on the 16 mark, because I think it's probably going to be close to like 14, 15 laps. Just kind of based on what I was seeing is, yep, there's McCarthy falling off the pack already quite dramatically. But after that hit, I'm not too surprised. Craig Hagley's trying to hold on to the pack here. Looks like he should be able to do so. Everybody else is looking pretty well and good and up to speed and in it with a chance at this thing. But don't look now, but there's a lot of big Stone Gap racing cars there on that bottom lane. Carroll and both the levels there, 44 and 088. But watch that run there from Randy Wall on the outside. He's getting a great push from Tim Anderson, that 33, and Bree Love's going to join him.
I like how you got that lap counter at the bottom center of the screen there on the broadcast. That's cool.
Yep, we've upgraded the layout a little bit, and I was able to figure out exactly how.
Yeah, did I mention that to you? Take a screenshot of the game, and then you can copy the transformation over to a different layer.
I literally just took a black box and just stretched it.
Oh, gotcha.
And it worked out nicely. And I was like, well, we got to put something there. And I
It's
figured, you know
cool.
what, that's a good place to have the lap count. Goodness gracious, these guys are moving around a lot. We got some 3 wide going on as McCarski's trying to make a 3rd lane work with Ulysses Sandoval up there. Brian Rosson's looking to join them. And this is when things start to get very dangerous, especially at Daytona. That's contact and into the wall.
Great pushing up front here, getting Breedlove to the lead from Randy Waugh.
McCarski somehow saved it. We'll see if he's able to hold on to the draft, but credit to all those guys for holding on to that. But yep, Breedlove to the lead, and that outside lane is looking like the place to be, even though that 44 is shoving the absolute heck out of the 41.
Keep an eye on that 41. He's going to have to go to the pits.
Oh, although Randy Waugh is going to look for the lead for himself here. Anderson is going to go with him, and while Breedlove was able to lead that lap, he's not going to hold on to this lead for very long. That number 21 Dodge Roll Tide to the lead.
This will be his first lap led if he can get it.
Denny Carroll is peaking high. And he's going to file back in there in front of his teammates. Anytime that, to anyone who's new to this, anytime that you hear me mention Big Stone Gap, that refers to Big Stone Gap, Virginia, a place where all the Lovels are from, and some others, including Denny Carroll, and I want to say that there's another driver or two in that mix that I'm forgetting. But yeah, if you want to talk about dangerous on super speedways, especially when they find each other, and aggressive, it's those guys.
Yep. They know exactly how to run together. They're one of the hardest teams to beat. If they, like you said, if they can get together, it's tough to beat those guys.
Truth be told, yeah. So
it's kind of annoying sometimes.
When they're dominating, which does happen sometimes. But you've got such high prowess of super speedway racers in this series that honestly they're pretty evenly matched. Those Big Stone Gap guys. You got Breedlove up here. You got Randy Waugh, who knows a thing or two what he's doing. Tim Anderson, I'm not quite as familiar with him. I've seen him lately, though, and obviously he knows a thing or two what he's doing. He's running great up here in 2nd place right now. Watch for Nate Balser to run well. He's a little further back there in the inside lane in that black number 79. Watch Keith Bynum. He's down there in the 63. And obviously Ronnie Sullins and John Godfrey. Watch out for those two. They're able to get up to the front.
Putting on a clinic right now.
We're seeing a lot of movement, but at the same time, it's all clean. And obviously, aside from one near miss, which looks like McCarski is holding on to the draft, which is great to see.
There he goes.
And yep, there goes Carroll. Surprised that he went as off strategy as he did, but hey, he's got a clean pit road all to himself. The only problem, he's all by his lonesome once he gets back on the track. And that is not what you want in one of these races. But look at how that actually stopped the momentum of that inside lane briefly. And Breedlove and look at Graham McDonald up there now pushing that 931. It's cool to see there from the number 24. But they are starting to get some energy going up there on that outside lane. And we may be side by side for this race lead here very soon.
Just checking on the 41 to see what he did. Yeah, right side's only for the 41.
Yep, pretty standard call there. 4 tires will hold you up by about a half a second compared to just doing 2 tires and filling it with fuel. So you'll typically see that be the strategy play, or no tires. That's also pretty common.
Yeah, on a 3X, I think. I mean, super speedways don't really chew tires up too bad.
No.
You could probably get away with it, but if you got to take some fuel, you might as well get rights.
The inside lane does tend to push a little bit on this track and at Primetime Super Speedway. So you'll notice maybe a little bit of a handling difference, but I think it's pretty negligible. So yeah, I think ultimately you're going to just want to save as much time as you can. As we are quickly closing in on halfway here as they are lapping McCarthy there. Just trying to gain some points. Hoping that some other guys wreck here. I do believe that, yeah, he's ahead of a couple guys.
Yep,
Yep, he is ahead of 55, and the 3 also retired. Yeah, I saw Heiser. It looked like he was having some issues. So he's out of it. Roberts was out with a piston. Not that that really matters, but a blown engine's a blown engine, but for the stat sheet, I guess.
Yep, they need to put something on there.
Up front here, as the inside lane is forming up very nicely and looking very dominant, led by Randy Waugh, the number 21. Again, one of the guys that has helped to make this happen. And I know that his guy Corey is watching this, so shout out to Corey if you are indeed watching this. We'll be rooting on that number 21 as they're catching the 41, put him a lap down as he has come off pit road. He's going to be hoping for a yellow flag at this point. And keep an eye on that outside lane there. Robert Breedlove and Graham McDonald still trying to make it happen. Although McDonald's going to bail on Breedlove, unfortunately. We're going to go 3 wide here, so we're going to put the 41 a lap down.
I just went back to check the replay on the 3 under yellow, the 3 pit, and he just ducked in early and quit. So something must have happened at home.
Yeah, there's something at home, or maybe even something technical. Definitely seen that happen once or twice.
Yeah.
The Ellisor is out there in that outside lane still in the 26. Their Coors Light machine, and I mean, not to single him out or anything, but it's pretty. Oh well, I'm going to come back to that thought in a moment because Randy Waugh and Jim Anderson are pitting. As is Johnny Cameron. I see Mike Mangialardi and Pat Mikarsky all coming in. Robert Spring a little further back.
Robert Spring, yep.
Pitting by himself, so that will give the lead to Brian Lovell in the 44. And pit window officially open here, and seems maybe a little earlier than I would have thought, but actually, you know what? No, because yeah, we went green on lap 10, so sorry, the fact that we're running some laps under caution. Yeah, I think that we're pretty much in that window, so it's probably more like 13 laps.
Yeah, and they might also be doing the math here to see. Look at this.
Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, bind him.
Yeah, that's how you do it, though. Look at that. Oh, my. That is amazing. I love this stuff, dude.
Oh, Bynum's got to find his way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a lot of cars. Ooh, props to all these guys for getting on there pretty cleanly, aside from just a couple minor foibles. But
17 cars from 198 miles an hour down to 55. Flawless green flag pit.
That is incredible.
Yeah. Might have him a little bit crooked in his pit box, but he'll be all right.
I don't think anybody stayed out there, so we
wow, the race off 4 wide coming out of the pits. Holy moly.
One more pit stop to go here.
Oh, my God. Ooh. That's great, though, man. Like, you can watch real NASCAR if you want to, but, I mean, sometimes this is just as crazy and better.
Oh, yeah. It gets a little more wild, I feel, sometimes.
You become more invested in this when you race with these guys for years on end, too, and then you're watching at home, and we thank you for doing that. But when you become familiar with the names week in and week out, it's a little bit more exciting to watch. Like, if this is your first race, you don't know who any of these people are. But they're all sitting at home in front of their computer with a steering wheel in their hand or a gamepad or a joystick or a keyboard, and they're out here racing, one another online, and that's all really happening. Like trying to get to the pits and trying not to crash into each other and using all the tarmac you have to use to avoid collisions, and it's just and when it works out, it's a thing of beauty.
Amen to that. And props to all these guys for a pretty clean pit road there. We got the top 3, a little bit of a breakaway right now, although that's not going to last very long. And that is Greg and Brian Lovell. Nate Balser's up here. And Brian Roston up to 4th. Very impressive. Yep. He gained a lot there on that pit stop. And then, of course, Randy Waugh and Tim Anderson pitted the lap early, getting themselves sorted out in line here. Mark Paglia with some big gains. And then Ulysses Sandoval. So it looks like those are the top 8 who are going to find themselves in a line here. However, this little pack here is going to try to catch up to them, and that is led by Rodney Sullins. And then Graham McDonald, Garland Oaks, Robert Breedlove, Javier Negron's trying to hold on to that pack. Don't know if he will, but they're close enough. Actually, yeah, I think they're in the draft at this point. Oh, goodness, yeah, they just full-on caught them. So, yeah, game on now, but still another pit stop to go. Brian Rawson to the lead.
So if you were curious, where was Brian Rawson when he came in for the pit cycle? He was in 16th position coming in for that pit cycle up to 4th, and now he's going to lead this lap. So within 2 laps, he went from 16th to 1st.
That Mark Martin throwback scheme there, that is cool. And yeah, going to take it quite handily away from those 3. Randy
From 16th to the front. Great pit stop.
Yep, that's all in the pit stop, all in pit road. And just how much of a massive, massive difference that makes. And now he's getting steamrolled there on the outside are the Lovels and the 79. Just kind of checking elsewhere here. There's Bynum and Johnny Cameron. Got them all in there lonesome. With Sprink and Huntsbury are by themselves. Denny Carroll, after being off sequence, is now well off. Got a little pack of 4 here with Hagley, Alisar, Mangialardi, and Karski. And they're actually about to catch John Godfrey and RJ Cabana, so that's going to make that a 6-car field. Unfortunately, Javier Negron has lost touch with that lead pack, so this pack now is going to consist of 12 cars.
Yeah, I was just watching Rawson's pit stop. He got in there, found his way to his pit stop somehow. He had to thread the needle a few times to get through all that traffic, but just a flawless pit stop. And now look, from 14th to 6th, I think it showed him coming in at 14th, but then of course some positions change when you're on pit road. Either way, right to the front.
And get some 3 wide here with Bynum and Cameron going a lap down. It's going to get a little snug here, but we've only got 13 laps to go here at Daytona for race number 1 of the night. Still another pit stop to go yet. And that's just a matter of, all right, when do you do it? And that's going to be very, very interesting because these guys are going to be able to get pretty close to making it, but maybe on 2X they might be able to pull it off. On 3X, I don't see them saving enough fuel to make that happen.
Alton Sullins in the YouTube chat screaming at his kid, grab another gear, 38.
And he's found something. I mean, that 38 is, it's at 5th on the inside lane. He's probably going to take 5th place here since only 2 cars on the... Well, I take that back. Tim Anderson. He is making moves in that 33. Keep an eye on him, man.
No pressure, Rodney. Dad's watching.
Tim's been looking really, really good in this race.
This race is crazy. These guys are all over the place. I mean, not like hectic or anything, just a lot of movement, a lot of good moves. And it's, it's claustrophobic, but they're making it work.
Mark Paglia is pushing him. Ulysses Sandoval's up there, and then you got the 2 lap cars up there. So again, you got 12 lead lap cars in this pack. And then a couple of lappers. They're going to catch another one here with Robert Spring in 74. All led by Brian Rawson, though. I believe the winner of last season's finale, if I recall correctly. Or no, no, he didn't win the race. He was the champ. He's the reigning champion. What am I talking about? I totally forgot about that. He is the reigning Saturday Shootout champion. Goodness gracious, that's going to take a while for me to get that mouthful out there. But
that's a lot of words. Yeah, the Primetime Racing League Saturday SuperSpeedway Shootout Series.
How the heck did you do that?
I don't know. That was a fluke. Don't ask me to do it again.
10 laps to go at Daytona. And another pit stop left here. And everybody pushing hard and trying to go at it.
Do they take it to the brink, or do they take it to where they know they can pit for full service and make it?
The window's open at this point. You can pit
That's what I
whenever
mean.
you want. But yeah, is that going to be the more viable play? I would say yes.
If you've got
Personally.
3 buddies, you could totally make it work. Because 3 or
Mhm.
4 cars go, you need help. You can't go by yourself. But if you can
Yep.
have 3 or 4 people going down,
We saw
if
that
you've
with
got
Denny
2 or 3
Carroll.
friends,
Oh boy, yeah.
Dennis McCarthy, Denny Carroll, Robert Spring, Donnie Cameron, and Keith Bynum are a lap down. Hunsbury's off pace. Everybody else is within 10 seconds. The main pack consists of 12 cars.
As Robert Spring actually brought her down pit road there a little bit early. That outside lane is charging yet again. That 33 coming up to second. Potentially, if he's able to get to the quarter panel of this 21. And he most certainly will. Going to get to his door. And that's only 4 cars up there that's making this work. But when is the time? It's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Boy, what do you do if you're Paglia, Sandoval, or Anderson being up there on that outside lane? And, at this point in the race, ain't nobody going to let you in.
That's the problem. You got to start making your way, making your move to set yourself up to be able to do it. Because if you're going to pit in a different strategy, you can't do it if you're up top. Spring coming in.
In again. Oh, that's a speed penalty. I just saw him in a little bit ago, so that's not good. Oh boy, 7 laps to go. When, oh when.
We
And
got
here we
that
go for the
second
race
pack of
lead.
7 cars, and they're in a straight line. They're not racing each other.
Well, I wonder what let's see, what's the gap right now?
Right now, 9.6.
I don't see that happening, unfortunately. I'm sure they're gonna try, but there's no way they have enough time to close that kind of a gap. But they're definitely racing up here. We got a battle for the lead, 6 and 33, side by side. Coming to 6 laps to go here at Daytona.
Still no takers.
No takers as of yet. These guys pitted around, oh geez, what was that, lap 22-ish? 23-ish?
I believe so.
So
Yep.
oh goodness, that's a big movement there from the 33, that Lucas Oil machine. Being pushed by the Lotus.
I'm watching the second pack. They're just staying in line. They know they're going to have to pit, so it's being led by RJ Cabana. It looks like they're moving lower.
And they're definitely trying to make as much time as they can. As here we go, we got takers, and we got a lot of them. Anderson, Sandoval, Rawson, Randy Wazin, Breedlove, and
second pack is coming
24.
also. Yeah, Mangialardi, Negron, Elisor, and Bekarsky out of that second pack. They're coming down as well.
Good save from the 33, ended up in the grass there briefly. I don't think he'll be penalized for that. Hopefully not, at least. He could get an unsafe entry. We'll have to see. Sometimes the game will give you a 30-second penalty. We're going to keep an eye on this pack, though, that's running. And going to be coming in this time for sure. With 5 to go, coming to 4. As they put Hunsberry a lap down.
And I got Cabana, Godfrey, Hagley, and Carroll in that second pack. They're probably coming in this time, too.
Everybody in this time here. Don't hot pits.
Yep, there they go.
That looks clean there for this pack.
Carroll staying out.
Oh, Anderson did get the 30 seconds. And the announcer's drinks got another one. And I think Brian Rawson just spun.
I'll check it out.
Saw some dust there on the inside. And he is well back.
Carroll decided to stay out.
John Godfrey's backwards on pit road. He's trying to get straightened out. Wait, what a... a topsy-turvy running order that we've got now. We've got only 4 laps to go here. We're still sorting it out.
So the 6 is coming off pit road. The 21 spun the tires a little bit, which in turn caused the 6 to spin the tires, and they ended up taking a drive through the grass.
Oh my goodness.
So Rawson and Waugh actually never came into contact with each other, but because Waugh had a little bit of a wiggle, Rawson had to react to avoid contact and ended up driving through the... He didn't lose control, but he almost did a couple times. That's why he's so far behind now. That's horrible.
Oh man, yeah, it just jinxed everybody.
Yeah, it went from a flawless pit stop to that pit stop needed to be the flawless one.
So we got 3 laps to go. Nate Balzer is your race leader ahead of Rodney Sullins. It's only them 2. They are about to get absolutely steamrolled.
And Rawson's actually being shown a black flag, probably for an unsafe exit because he was kind of wobbling around, and Godfrey has retired.
Godfrey out of it, but here we go. Coming to 2 laps to go, and the Lovels to the outside with the shove. Pagby is going to stick with his friend Sullins.
41 on pit road.
2 laps to go here at Daytona. Pit stop's now finished. It has come down to, it looks like, 6 drivers. Again, remember, Keith Bynum, a lap down. Second pack being led by Graham McDonald. He's got 4 cars around him, including the 96, 21, and 889. How about that? Actually got up into the top 10 there.
When there's a lap car down with no damage inside that pack, he can still help. And
oh, yeah.
It's like he's not going for position, but he can definitely affect the outcome.
Oh, yeah. He's going to affect the outcome of this big time.
That's a 4-car lane right now, and that's the lane that's moving because Bynum's in the back.
And that's what's moving right now. But it's the Lovels at the white flag. 1-2. Does Brian stick with the 088ers as he tried to go for it? Breedlove, I know, is going to go for it. And he's in 3rd. And Bynum with a run as well. What's he going to do? He's going to duck low. And the 44 is going to go for it. So we know that Brian is not willing to play team orders here. And it's up to these 2 with the lap car between himself and everybody else. Breedlove off the pace.
Look at Bynum saying, hey, you want to jump out? I'll push you.
But coming to the stripe as Bynum actually makes the move for himself. Balzer's out of fuel. And Greg Lovell will win race number 1 of the new season.
Great run to the end. And you were saying a couple guys were dropping fuel.
They took too little.
Jeez. Like too little, just barely though. Like final lap, you know what I mean? Like you're a mile short.
Yeah.
You know, you run that whole
McDonald
race and
just
you're
ran
a mile
out.
short.
Balser is unfortunately going to end up losing the 3rd place position there, but he'll still get 5th. Randy Waugh's out of gas. Angel Hardy, Nick Ron, they're out. Garland Oates is out. Oh, that's funny. Greg Lovell, the 088, getting it done here in race number 1 of the season and of the evening. We still got another race to go here. We gotta burn it down here, and rightfully so. Well, he knows a thing or two about burning it down at a super speedway.
Yeah, not the first time these tires have done this.
No, for sure. And he took plenty of fuel. Clearly, he's got plenty of spinning around that he can do there. Hey, had to fend off his teammate, his brother, I believe, to win that thing. Because yeah, Brian didn't let him have it. I wasn't sure if they were just going to push each other. Oh my gosh, I almost did it. Just to the win there, but no, they were racing up a little bit there, but
I liked how Bynum, even though he's a lap down, he kind of hung out there like, hey, man, if you want to go, like to the 44, if you want to go, I'll push you. But the 44 just decided to stay behind Greg. If he went out there, the 63 would have pushed him.
So race 1 results here will be the Lovels 1-2, Greg and Brian. Rodney Sullins will emerge with a 3rd place finish there. Mark Paglia and Nate Balzer are the top 5. Graham McDonald, Ulysses Sandoval, Randy Waugh, Robert Breedlove, Mike Mangialardi, the top 10 there. Awesome results for those guys. Javier Negron, Billy Ellisor, Craig Hagley, RJ Cabana, unfortunately, he looks like he ran out really early. Garland Oaks, top 15, all on the lead lap. Lap down will be Tim Anderson, Keith Bynum, Brian Rawson, tough break, and Donnie Cameron, Denny Carroll after going off strategy, and Ken Hunsberry after that, as these guys are going to reset for race number 2. And I think as they do that, we'll get a word with some of these guys here. We're going to start off with 3rd place finisher, Mr. Rodney Sullins. There we go.
User was moved to your channel.
And we'll get a quick word with our top 3, starting with Mr. Sullins. Rodney, do you copy?
Hey, I got you. What's going on, fellas?
Hey. Great 3rd place run there. Kept her up in that lead pack pretty much the whole time, and some guys run her dry on the fuel tank there. I guess just trying to take a little too little there to try to get the most out of it coming off pit road, I would say.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy there coming to the end with some guys running out. I didn't know they were running out. Hang on. Yeah, so sorry about that. I had to whisper and I couldn't hear. But yeah, there were some guys that did a little bit different strategy. I was going to take 1 can. I knew I wasn't going to make it. So I went ahead and took 1 can. And some of them took a half. Taking a good gamble. I mean, it almost paid off. I think Nate run out somewhere around 3 and 4 coming to the checkered. So wasn't a bad gamble, just didn't pay off for them. Wasn't enough cars for them to save, I guess. But it got exciting there, that's for sure.
That was very exciting. And Hank, it's always exciting watching you guys and a lot of guys here that know a thing or two about super speedway racing. Really dicing it up, and no matter how close it got, I mean, heck, only the 1 caution, a bit of a big wreck, but otherwise you guys were able to keep it clean. But even at a tight-knit track like Daytona like that, I'm sure that a lot of that is just trust and just trying to keep her straight there. But what's it like trying to not get into each other when you're running that close together, but knowing that you're pushing as hard as you can to get to the front?
Yeah, it was interesting for me, especially. I had to download the track before we raced, and I got to turn 1 complete lap before we took the green flag. So I was kind of feeling it out, and there was a time or two that I kind of drifted up going into the corners. Didn't have a problem coming out of the corners, but I'd go into the corners low, and it would drift up a little bit higher than I was accustomed to. So definitely had to pay attention. There's a couple of times I know I cut some people some slack, and I'm sure there were several that probably cut me some slack too, because it pushed a little bit more than I was used to. So it was fun. Wasn't as much 3 wide as I'd like for them to be. And I love, I don't mind the white knuckle. It's a lot of fun. Everybody holds their line and minds their P's and Q's. It's a blast. It's, gets the heart rate going and everything. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. Hopefully we'll have more of that in the next race.
I think this track's going to support that a little bit more. I'll see if Blaine's got anything here real quick for our 3rd place finisher.
No, man, congratulations on the podium. Yeah, Talladega, of course, it's the Primetime Super Speedway. But yeah, man, fastest lap on the night right there at Daytona. 201.31.
Oh, that's me?
That is you.
Oh, nice. Fast car tonight. Actually, I got up to the front. And then when that wreck happened, I went into the pit. And right as I was coming out of the pits, one of the wrecked cars was coming in. So I had to stop and wait for them. I wouldn't wreck on pit road with them. And that's when I lost, I don't know how many spots I lost, but that's why I didn't come out back in the front, and never really recovered. I'd get a run or two, but never could get it back up there. But yeah, I got a good run probably after after the pits, that green flag pit stop, catching that front pack. It's a fast car. Just I'm happy to finish third.
Hey, any super speedway race that you're able to be up there is an accomplishment. We'll give you the floor for any closing thoughts or shout outs, and then we'll let you get back to it for this next race.
10-4, swapping cars, pulling another car out of the trailer here. But thanks to Primetime Racing League, Graham McDonald for running the show here. Of course, Andrew, you and Blaine here at Top. Is it Top Dragster? Is that what it's called?
Yep, you got it.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to going back and watching this. Should be exciting. Chevrolet, Black Rifle Coffee, Habana Brisa, RPM, Red Line Performance Motorsports team, and my dad. Pretty sure he was watching.
He is.
He was.
Yep. Good.
And he's using his own
hope you
YouTube
enjoyed it.
channel this time, too. He's got Alton Sullins on there this time.
Yeah, I fixed that for him. I was in Alabama
okay.
last week, and I fixed that for him. So it now would actually have his name. But
Nice.
Enjoyed it. Thank you guys. Looking forward to racing this next race and watching them both. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Dad. Hope you enjoyed it. Love you. Hope I get to talk to you again in a little bit.
Right on, man. Best of luck here in race number 2.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Roddy.
As we'll get him back up here, if TeamSpeak wishes to cooperate with me. There we go.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right. Oh boy, yeah, we've got only so much time here, so we'll keep her going. We've got Brian Level next year, runner up
User was moved to
in
your channel.
race number 1 of the evening. Brian, do you copy?
Yeah, I got a copy there, buddy.
Right on, man. P2 to your man there, Greg. I guess the main question I'll just ask you is, it looked like you were willing to race him pretty good there. How much were you wanting to rough him up?
Just pushing hard right at the end, man, making it interesting and fun, you know. I just was trying to stay behind my brother and get a good finish there, but he would have done the same for me.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, with it being race number 1, pretty much of the whole season, I feel like maybe you guys would just settle for the 1-2, but it did look like you kind of took some peaks there. I guess, yeah, were you pretty content with what you had there, or did you want to get that W?
Yeah, we were fairly content with it because the field was kind of scattered up a little bit and just staying in line.
Hey, totally fair. That's what you gotta do at these Daytona races. Obviously, I don't want to hold you up too much since we got this next race coming up, but I'll turn it over and see if Blaine has anything for Mr. Lovell here.
Interesting thing I saw on that final lap was Bynum being a lap down, but he was still able to help you guys out. He kind of hung the car out there, and I was wondering if you were going to go with him because it looked like he was kind of saying, hey, man, I'll push you past him. But then you decided to stay behind Greg. I was just curious.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay in line. I didn't know he was a lap down actually till he was, you know, when we pulled down that lower line, then I realized, like, well, if we back off, you know, we're surely going to get past, you know, to let Keith get back on the lead lap. So I really couldn't do nothing. I would love to help Keith, you know, but really I had to stay where I was at.
If that is fully understandable.
Yeah, I mean, Keith would have pushed me, I'm sure, and I would have pushed him. Ain't no problem with that.
Oh, yeah. But it's like you said, though, anytime that you get up there with a good finish at a super speedway, something that's not always guaranteed, that's always pretty cool. But I'll give you the floor real quick for any closing thoughts and shout outs in case we don't get to talk to you again for the second race. So you have it.
Yeah, man, just trying to finish good in these races and stay out of trouble. But I'd like to give a shout out to my Wolfpack teammates, you know, and you know, Big Stone Gap Racing and you guys up in the booth. You do a great job, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. We'll let you get ready for this one.
All right, buddy. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Brian.
And Greg is already here with us. Thank you to whoever did that.
User was moved out of your channel.
Oh, thanks, man. Mr. Race Winner, do you copy?
Yeah, what's up, Andrew?
Hey,
Long
hey.
time.
Yeah, man. And hey, this is a different role that I've been able to talk to you in, but I won't keep you too long. I know we only got a minute and a half here, but
No, you're
uh,
fine.
I'll just ask you. I was talking to Brian about kind of how content you guys were running 1-2 there. You had a lap car behind you. Were you thinking he was gonna try to make the move on you, or did you know that he was gonna
No,
stick with you?
no, I knew he was going to stay with me. I would have, if he'd have been out in front of me, I just pushed him to a win if I could. So no, we try to help each other, man. If we can. We're family, so we're brothers. So we got to help each other if it's possible.
I totally get you. I guess the one other question I have is, with some guys having run out of fuel there at the very end, what was the pit strategy looking like for you? I know some guys were going for the half, some guys went for a full can. It seemed like you probably went for a full can based on the burnouts you were able to do, but tell me, was it kind of right on that edge for you?
Yeah, well, I was about 3/4 of a lap shy of taking a half a can. My gas was switching right at turn 2, so I knew I couldn't take a half a can.
Hmm.
So I took a can and left side tires, I believe, when I stopped. I knew a can would make it, but I knew half a can wouldn't. If I took a half a can, I would have ran out probably on the back stretch.
I gotcha. Well, you made the right call there, and obviously it worked out well. Didn't work out for some guys, even if sometimes you gotta make that gamble. Blaine, anything for our race number 1 winner?
I was curious about tires. Were they even an issue at 3X? Do they
Yeah,
tend to fall apart
yeah, they
to
fell
the
off
point where
kind.
you?
Yeah,
Because you said you had to take lefts.
yeah. I took my right side tires were pretty good
Hmm.
actually. Uh,
That's cool, man. We got something to look forward to in this next race, prime time.
yeah, well, when my first pit stop, I usually take lefts, and then my second pit stop, I'll usually take rights. Well, when I went in the second time to pit, my right side tires was down to like almost 80%.
Hmm.
Wow.
So I mean, it does have tire wear. That track does.
Wow. I didn't think it would have. I knew it would have at least played somewhat of a handling factor, but well, that's a little more than I would have thought. But hey, 3X just throws that extra little wrench into things, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like more out tires a little bit myself because it makes your car turn a little just a little bit better because you're a little looser.
A little looser, yeah.
So yeah, I uh like if I'm at like Atlanta or like Texas or something, and my tires are down to 60% or 70% or 65%. I like that feeling because I mean, you can just drive it in the corner, man, and it's loose, and I just like that loose feeling, man. I just do. I can't stand a tight car.
Oh, you and me both. I know exactly what you mean with that one.
Yeah, it's just terrible, man. When you're plowing off of the corner the whole race, and no matter what you do, you just can't save tires. I don't like setups like that. Most fixed setups are tight anyway, but
Yeah.
you can loosen them up and make them better.
Well, won't hold up proceedings here too long. So, any closing thoughts or shout outs? The floor is yours, my friend. And then after that, best of luck on this next one.
Yeah, uh, I'd like to give a shout out to you guys, you and Blaine. Y'all do a good job. I'm gonna go back later and watch it after we're done here, and give a shout out to Big Stone Gap Racing, my teammates. Give a shout out to Graham and Keith and everybody that, you know, puts in the work here, man, and gets everything ready for the season and all that. I know it takes a lot to do all that stuff because I used to do it. I know what it takes. It takes a lot of your time and takes a lot of effort and stuff, man. So I appreciate those guys for everything they do. And it takes a lot of effort to broadcast too. So I appreciate y'all got, you know, what y'all do too.
Can't
Thanks,
do it
Greg.
without you guys. Yeah, it means a lot. We'll get you back up there and go get him here for race number 2. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to you again.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
Get him.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck.
Thank you.
Greg back up there.
User was moved
There
out
we
of your
go.
channel.
Robert Breedlove in chat saying, "Let's go. It's race time. Let's get it."
Do it.
Hey, race number 2, 38 laps. Pit window is going to be even shorter. Probably more like 11 or 12 laps. As
I
that pit
wonder.
window is slightly shorter than what they had told me.
Yeah, and I wonder if tires would be a. I mean, Daytona, that's a totally different track too. That's a tally rally track, and I wonder if that just chews tires. It's interesting that he uses up that much, because you expect, like, if you were to run 40 laps here at 1x, and then your tires are worn out 10%, and then you're to run 20 laps because you got 2x, and your tires would be worn out 10%. Like, it would always be the same interval, right? Like, even if it's 3x or 4x, sure, you have to pit every 10 laps, but in that 10 laps they would wear the same amount as if it was a 1x at 40 laps. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that setup must just kill those tires. We know this version of Talladega tires are usually not an issue.
Yeah, not as much, at least to my knowledge. But after what Greg just told me, I wouldn't be surprised if that may play a little more of a factor than we thought. I guess only time will tell here. I'm just gonna check one thing here as they just did the lotto qualifying, and this time it's gonna be Pat McCarskey and Graham McDonald that's gonna lead them to the green flag this time around.
Ah,
that'll be pretty neat. Me and Blaine start 8th and 16th, for reference. Boy, I'm on a roll tonight.
There's 30 people in here right now. 32, you and I, 30 drivers.
Dang. Still showing 28 in TeamSpeak. And we do have Doug Hewlick will be in this race. He came into the server just a little bit too late to make it the first time around. But yeah, Denny Carroll also just popped in the chat there saying not the best start there. Yep, just kind of got off strategy. And I do apologize. I don't know what put the idea that Brian Rawson won the last championship in my head. It was actually Denny. So that was my fault. Thank you also, Denny, for unintentionally correcting me. How dare me? Take notes, darn it. Taking notes and me do not get along. Evidently.
Well, that's the thing, too.
Like I
the
said, this is all
website
fly
would
by the
have
seat of your pants.
Yep. Did I retire?
Oh, yes, I didn't. That was me.
That would be why.
See, here I am getting too absorbed in all that stuff.
Yep.
All right. Primetime SuperSpeedway. 38 laps. Pretty much the same deal as the first race. Get these guys rolling, and like I said, just a slightly modified Talladega. Yeah, with a fresh coat of paint on it. It's a night version, but behaves very similarly to the TR version, also the TR version of Talladega. Maybe just not quite as extreme of a tight low line. It's still going to be a little. It's still not going to handle quite as well as the outside, but you'll be able to hold your ground much better down there than you would at the regular TR version.
Yeah, and this version is a more 3-wide track too.
Oh, 100%. You will absolutely be seeing some runs on that third lane. You could see it at Daytona, as Rodney was alluding to. But obviously, with the more claustrophobic nature of Daytona, that's a little more sketchy, a little more difficult to do. here, I think we're going to see it, and we're going to see it in force, especially with some guys who can absolutely win this race, starting toward the back. I see Randy Waz back there. Let's see, Javier Ground Mark Paglia. Boy, Paglia is starting at the back of both the races tonight. That's going to be tough. Brian Russell's back here. Yeah, Lotto Q is brutal. But yeah, Brian Roslin's back here, and we know that he's got some good speed. There's the 33 and 79.
Had that flawless pit stop there last race, but then the second pit stop wasn't so flawless on the exit with Wah getting tangled up a little bit there. He got the short end of that stick.
Now.
Oh, did your game lock up?
Oh, what a great time for that to happen as we were coming to the
Always
green.
happens.
Every time. Goodness gracious me. And that also means that I have to completely reset GNL too.
Yep.
Fun times.
Well, you're out of the server if you're wondering, so at your leisure, sir. The pace car leaving the track right now. Your front row, 97 McCarsky, right beside the 24 of Graham. McDonald getting ready to take the green flag as we approach the restart zone. Well, the 82 of Hagley just chirped the tires there.
Go radio style here for a moment while I reset.
And away we go. Race number 2 on the evening has begun. Pat McCarsky with a good push from Sir Roberts himself. So far, the engine in that car is doing okay.
That's what matters.
It's so weird. The last race, he's just putting around on the pace on a pacing lap, doing 62 mile an hour, and the thing just blows up. Wasn't in the middle of a gear shift or anything; it just popped.
I've been there once or twice.
Took her back to the garage and threw a new motor in it. And away we go. McCarsky goes from the high line down to the low line. I guess he'd rather be sitting in front of, who's that? Denny Carroll down there. Roberts and McDonald are going to take advantage of that. But McCarsky will still lead that lap.
Refreshed here, and I think we should be good. The lap count is apparently broken, and I can't fix it. Awesome. Okay.
It'll give it a minute. It'll come up. You use the lap count in the game, right? I can see that you're cloning the ticker.
Yeah,
not the ticker. You're cloning like the one on screen in the bottom left. You're cloning that thing.
I think it's the one from GNL, if I recall. So I guess we'll find out here. But if not, apologies, everybody. I will call how many laps are left.
It might actually fix itself. Oh, it is the GNL one, yeah, because it says -1 on it.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
There's 38 total laps this evening.
Yep. So
that was a thing that I started doing, is I made a little cover up block down there to put the actual lap number in there, because that would happen. If GNL quits, it comes back with -1, so I just type it in and put it on top.
Oh, I need to learn how to do that.
Another
this is going to be a problem.
Another thing with your notepad.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Didn't take long to get 3 wide.
No, it didn't. It's Carroll out to the lead. And guys hitting the apron all over the place. I'm already nervous. Well, actually, you know what? You know what I can do? Well, I'll do it in a bit. We're early enough in the race that we don't have to worry about it. But what I can do, if need be, is I can get rid of that black box.
Yep, you could do that.
And just go back to the original layout. As much
that's
going to be a crash. There
yes,
it is.
It is. Same spot.
Car's airborne.
It happened at Daytona in the same spot, in the back straightaway.
Mangialardi's turtled. Negron, Balzer, Heiser, Paglia again.
The big one came early again in race number 2. Who's upside down? It looked like Mangialardi.
That is Mangialardi.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a carbon copy.
Yeah, it was.
Essentially, although this time it looked like it may have been a bad bump to, I believe that was the 6. Yeah, Brian Russell, I think, was the first to get swirly there. Let's take a look. See exactly what
It
happened
happened
here.
up
Oh,
front, like third row, fourth row in.
he kind of bumper grabbed off of Sandoval, and that kind of sent him around into some other guys here.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was
Billy Elliser in that.
really tight up there. It's weird. They almost looked like they were going to save it.
I was wondering if they were, and then I was like, man, that's such a big checkup. There's no way they're holding on to that thing.
Oh, the 40 got clobbered.
Following Mangialardi here this time. We're going to see him go up into the
wow.
air after getting hit from by Solons. That was Solons that actually got involved in that. And oh yeah, I see what you mean with the 40.
The 40, yeah. He was spinning out already, and then he got hit by, I can't see who it is.
That may have been 44th, looked like, actually.
Looks like Spring in the 94, or sorry, the 74 of Spring. Got helped out a bit there. Shot the 40 down the straightaway. Holy moly.
One more replay here. We'll follow Hewlick. Beautiful PPG number 23. So he nearly got doored by 79. And oh, it's going to be a hard hit there to the inside for both him and Cabana, unfortunately.
Everybody on their way to pit road.
Greg Lovell also actually they've got a piece. So we're bringing you guys the pit stops here. There's Mangialardi just sitting, unfortunately, as he is currently getting towed. They're ending up upside down. See where everybody emerges. Sure, yeah, we're going to be seeing some different pit strategies coming into play here. In the meantime, because that's going to drive me absolutely nuts.
Oh, the bar at the bottom.
We're going to fix that, and we're going back to Classic. There we go. At least now we can see the actual lap count. Way down here.
Another thing you can do, too, is you could make a bar like that and then just cut a hole in it so you can see through it to see that lap count all the time. That's another thing you could do.
Yeah, it's true. Although I think what I should probably just do is like find a way of like just throwing in the text.
I've got a text cover up.
OBS, can't you?
Yeah, you can generate text.
Oh, then yeah, I can just.
So all I did was like create a solid that's black to cover up the negative one, and then put a 66 or 38 on top of it. You'd have to change it for each race.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess.
But it's a good backup.
It would be something, yeah.
And then I have the ultimate backup of the one that's on the game bar, just zoomed in. So it's like you got the backup, and then the backup for the backup. But then sometimes that one, because you've got to duplicate your display, like your main display, crop it down. Sometimes it doesn't load up right away. It takes a lap or two before you can actually see it.
Yeah.
But either way, there's a few different ways you can pull it off. It's because it's such an old game, right? Like if it was iRacing, everything would just work. You just go into broadcast mode at the game itself, and it's all in there. This one, we've got to kind of Frankenstein the broadcast together to make it look the way it looks. You know, how do you get the ticker? Well, let me tell you.
See, how's that look? Oh, that looks terrible. All right, yep, we're not doing that. Not yet.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, that was awful.
That'll work though. I mean, people will get it.
Well, the negative one's kind of causing a problem.
Yeah, that's what I said. You need a black solid to cover up the negative one.
Yeah, I need to duplicate the black box, and I don't think anybody wants to see that. So I think I think we'll stick with what we've got here. This is how we've been doing it. So, but I think maybe after this stream I'll duplicate the black box so that I can cover it if needed. Everybody, it's like I said. You want the better production? Go to TarnationTV. You ain't getting that here.
It's funny though, because you have to have a notepad of all these glitches and then figure out how to fix them and then have backups for them, because that stuff like that happened to me all the time when I started. I'm like, Okay, who knew that was going to happen? Now, how can I fix it? So I have a button. I think it's my M key on my second keyboard. I have a bind for it to turn on the lap cover. So if that does happen, I can just hit the button and it pops up on top, automatic. But sometimes I forget to change the number, because if you're running a race at Talladega and it's 66 laps, then you go the next week and you're racing at a league that races Talladega and they only run 47. Then that will happen, and then I'll hit the button and I'll go, oh, I forgot to change the lap count.
Yeah.
So you gotta tab out and change it live. But it all works out in the end. People get to see their race.
Oh yeah.
And even that way, like, yeah, they can see the bar at the bottom, but at least they can see the laps.
So with everybody having come down pit road here, we're going to be taking the green flag at lap 9.
Yep.
Should be getting the 1 to green this time by. We'll have Denny Carroll and Graham McDonald here on the front row. Pat McCarskey, Ken Roberts looking for some redemption. Tim Anderson also looking for redemption.
No, I don't have the 66
on the outside, and evidently, no 66.
Yeah, I had him in the first race, but now I don't have him in this race, so I don't know how that happened. I guess he changed cars.
Oh, he changed cars.
He
I
must
was
have,
like,
because
man,
I
how
had
did I
him.
still not see him?
I had him in the first race, and now I don't have him.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's like Ken and Pat McCarskey, like they each have 600 cars for every mod they drive, so you never know which one you're gonna. Like, how do I not have his car?
Hey,
he changes cars every 10 laps.
Well, different car just to be like, all right, we'll give this sponsor. It's time in the sun. It's good stuff, and we love seeing the creativity in all these paint schemes out here.
Well, and Pat has some awesome cars, and it's crazy why he switches them so much. Like there's a good chunk of his that I would just leave him forever, but he just he'll switch it to a different one.
Yeah, I mean I've got a pretty good handful of cars for this mod as well, but the main one, and the fact that I got to run it in last season's finale was pretty sweet. Is the channel icon that 47 that is for this mod, and that is a scheme that I feel like is kind of my scheme. It's like I associate that 24 Mopar car now with Graham McDonald. Yeah, I associate that Support Our Troops car of Ken Roberts at this point.
Every time you see Valvoline, it's Brian Ross.
Mm-hmm. You see Alabama, you see Randy Waugh. Some guys like to switch up whatever sponsor they just feel like running, and that's perfectly fine. I love the character of being like, all right, this is the sponsor, this is my paint scheme that I will tend to stick with. I think that it's in the same vein of kind of the old days as we're about to take the green flag here. And while I'm usually not one for dwelling on like back in my day or like back when during the good old days when everything was better, that is one thing that I will say was better about the old days of NASCAR was when schemes were way more personalized to drivers. You don't get that quite as much now.
Well, like they change a lot more, you mean?
Yeah, they change a lot more. They don't feel nearly as personal.
Like when Jimmy Johnson was his whole career, he was.
Oh, they're crashing already.
Prove it.
Prove it. Look at the max spreadsheet.
I'm back.
Gilardi's around again.
Yeah, he's got caught in both of these things. It looks like Ulysses Sandoval was pushing Gilardi in the turn and
sent him around probably. Well, Gilardi, remember, was upside down.
Yeah.
So I feel weird.
Coming out of the turn, Ulysses is right on. It's funny, the push was actually successful all the way through that turn, and then as they exited the turn, he got turned around.
It got unloaded, and that's what did it. Mm-hmm. I feel like the 74 may have taken a hit there as some other cars were involved, including Garland Oaks and Billy Ellis are there. We're going to keep an eye on Robert Spring here. That looked like that could have been nasty.
Oh, bad. Yeah, hard impact at the front right of that thing. It's crazy, man. The exit of turn 2 on both tracks this evening, it's just cursed.
Yeah, turn 2 is the place. I mean, we only had the one yellow in the first race. We've already got 2 in this one.
Well, the
Yeah,
first yellow
that was
here,
neat.
same spot pretty much, and it was the big one. I would consider it the big one, and even with the Daytona race previously, same deal. Like
Those are
huge
definitely both
accident.
big ones, yeah, as far as cars involved. And some big damage, but not to a whole lot of cars. I was a part of a race at this very racetrack, or at least a predecessor to this track, where two cars got turned at the front at the exact same time when the entire field was three wide.
Ooh,
And when I tell you that literally every car got absolutely mauled, including myself, I mean it.
wow.
It looked like it looked like a case of people messing around in happy hour with how destroyed everybody was. And
Jeez.
it was with like 10 laps to go. I'm wanting to say that maybe only 8 or 9 cars finished
Holy moly.
or something
That's
like that.
wild.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I feel
it
like some of
happens.
these guys either watching or even in this race may remember that. I can't remember if it was RTG or Talladega Nights. It was one or the other, and it was definitely at Talladega. And like 1 or 2 cars got turned at the very front at the exact same time, heading into turn one. And of course, momentum and gravity are going to do their thing, and it just sent everybody. It just put them all into the worst spot possible, and it was a whole Talladega 2012 wreck.
It's crazy because, yeah, like some races are perfect, and then some races like that are just one in a million, just an absolute disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Where
And
everybody
it was no
did
one's
a little,
fault. I mean, it
yeah,
wasn't like, oh my gosh, why was there no wreck avoidance? You can't avoid it. There was
no.
no way to avoid it. It was just a bad timing and just the
Everybody's
nature of super
running,
speedway racing.
yeah, everybody's running less than a foot off each other, front, back, left, right, nowhere to go. And if that somebody in the front row just like maybe your foot slipped off your pedal for a quarter second, that
Mm-hmm.
can cause that because now your concentration breaks, your car slows down a little bit. Everybody's got to check up. Boom, there she goes.
Sometimes that's all it takes. It's just something that simple, or someone like a random engine failure happens. If you're like the first car in the middle line, goodbye. That's just
Yeah,
Talladega. That's Daytona and Talladega. That is the nature of the beast.
I'm guessing McCarskey from the first place position here will probably
Yep.
be pitting.
I would imagine, but
The first 7 or 8 guys could pit because Graham McDonald actually won the race off pit road back there under that last cycle, and none of these guys went down in the front 7 or 8.
Yeah, the only thing that may make me think that he could stay out is, I mean, that was only a lap there that we went.
Yeah,
So he may try and stretch it here. It looks like maybe Ken Huntsberry might do the same thing.
yeah, and Breedlove as well. Everybody
Oh
else is
yeah,
going down.
Breedlove is going to be third as they run. We'll see if we get the 1 to green here, or if we still have another lap to go. I think we should get the 1 to green. Sometimes I forget that I have the Big Evil Designs pace car there. That's pretty cool. Lights are still flashing, so we still got another lap
Yeah,
here.
we got a couple guys a lap down, so.
So what intrigues me about this now is how this will play into the strategy. I think that if you pit this lap,
Right.
you might be good to go to the end on one stop.
Ooh.
It's going to be close. We just had
At the end of this lap, you're saying, so the beginning of lap number 13.
Yep. I think that would put you in the most ideal position to make it on one stop. Although, then again, I do see a lot of clutching. We may have some more fuel strategy here.
No, because that's leaving you with like 24 laps. You got to find.
So,
yeah.
That's 2 12-lap stints. And I feel like at this track in particular, 12 is probably going to be your max.
Right.
On
You're
3X.
thinking from here, if they save and it goes green the whole way, they could do it on one more stop.
I think that if you pitted
after we go green, they would need to pit one more time.
Yeah. And that would probably happen around lap 24.
Yeah.
And then that should, or wait.
It's close though.
Yeah, 24. Oh my gosh, yeah, I just did my math all wrong again. I still think it's possible. Let's see who all takes the strategy.
Yeah, so McCarsky ran that right to the end because the lights will go off this time around. We will go green next time by. So yeah,
First
those
game,
two guys.
Breedlove are doing
that
it.
makes sense.
Hagley, Sullins.
Oh, Sullins is doing it.
Hagley is doing it. Everybody else staying out here. They might be biting the bullet, just saying, you know what, we'll just do the 2 stops.
Yeah, I think that might be it. Maybe you're right, because I'm thinking like, because these guys already did pit, but now they're like, okay, we're gonna do it again, because now we can get there. They're doing the math. We're only gonna need to pit one more time, and maybe you anticipate a yellow. If another yellow comes out, no problem. You can make it.
Mm-hmm. Boy, this is going to be very interesting. Because, yeah, I mean, it'll be 2 12 lap stints once we go green. Is I think, kind of what I meant to get at.
Yeah.
When I was initially mapping that out. So, and we're also going to have how about Cabana fall lap down? Didn't totally missed that. But he'll be back on the lead lap. Looks like Mangialardi, I think, will also be on the lead lap, because I think he was behind the pace car when they crossed the stripe there.
Yeah, so my math will show 15 and a half laps each stint. Does that make sense?
No. 15 as they run, right? Let's see.
That's also
coming
not...
to lap 14, so 20. That's 24. So, you're looking at
it'd be 12
essentially
even.
12 laps, per stint. Plus, obviously, we're under caution here. I don't know. I don't know. We thought that everyone was like, all right, yep, we're all good to make it. We're all good to make it. And then lo and behold, people were running out of fuel left and right because they took too little.
Yeah, that's the thing too. We know like maybe they can make it on this much fuel, but it also depends on what point they pit and how much they take. McCarsky ran that right to the end. Sullins, Breedlove, we saw everybody else go down pit road.
Yep.
So they had the same thought. Like, yeah, if I go now, I only got to come down one more time.
You're gonna want.
And this track's not a tire reader. Yeah.
Probably not as much. No, yeah. We'll definitely have to ask whoever we end up interviewing about the tire wear. I'd be very curious. But here we go. Coming to the green flag once again. It is Ken Huntsberry in the race lead, with Graham McDonald to the inside as Huntsberry opted for the outside for this restart. Denny Carroll, Ken Roberts, row 2. Randy Wall, Brian Lovell, row 3. Green flag back out.
Lap number 14 has begun.
And strategy will be a big question here as we go along if we don't get an additional yellow flag.
Yeah, because this is perfectly lined up to be a one more, even under green. They will have to pit for fuel once. If it's a green flag pit stop, you got to be perfect.
Oh, absolutely. And this is I mean, both pit roads tend to be very difficult when you're pitted with that many cars. I would be very curious as to how that would go down. Is already Sullins looking to make a third lane work further back? Huntsberry's holding his own for now.
It's funny. Sullins jumps out to make that third lane, and everybody goes with him.
This
is a great track for 3 lanes.
And yep, Hagley's up there, Rawson's up there. We saw Rawson trying to make that work earlier on. Unfortunately, put him in a bad spot. Oh, goodness, it's Hagley. Just about had a moment there. Now the 33 is going to hop up there. The 66 is going to bail out.
The 66 might get picked up.
Oh, boy. Oh, we're going to
go 4?
Oh, we may go 4. I think we're going to go 4 here.
They can't go 4. Oh, man. They could have done it.
Yeah.
I think they were like, you know what? Maybe not now.
I think Huntsberry was thinking, yeah, no, let's not do that. But, oh, boy, we are racing up at the front here, too. Brian Lovell to the inside of Ken Roberts. He's going to get Nate Bulzer right behind him here shortly. We got cars going airborne, including Sandoval.
Yeah, Breedlove's in there.
Oh,
Sandoval,
my.
Tim.
Big
That's
flips.
Too bad. Anderson's in that.
Johnny Cameron, I see him spinning.
Heiser, Cabana,
there's Oaks.
Elliser.
Oh,
holy moly.
Brother.
Hagley still wrecking. Where did
He's
he go?
pointing the wrong direction. And he
Craig
just called
Hagley.
it a night. Oh, this takes all of our
Yeah, Hagley got
fuel question marks
stuck
out
on
of
the
the question.
wall.
Oh
Or
my
something.
gosh! And then he flipped.
Yeah, he got stuck on the wall, and then the car just launched.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a moment. First, let's see what happened to cause the caution. Oh, bad bump.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh! Wait, I think I know what happened. Maybe, or I could be wrong.
To cause it?
Either Craig is rage quitting or something happened to his game. I wonder if he alt-tabbed. Because of just the nature of after he hit Sandoval, it's like he just went, or after he hit Tim Anderson, which unfortunately is what caused this.
Man, Tim went for a ride. Holy moly.
It seems like, yeah, he just, like totally, had no control over what was happening. But anyways, yeah, back to what occurred here. Yeah, we'll watch Sandoval. As it was yep, there's the turn there to the 33. There's Breedlove getting involved. And man, that is wild there. 3 cars going airborne. There's NR Physics doing its thing.
Yeah.
Breedlove and Anderson. And Sandoval went totally up and over, thanks to the air.
Pitting right now looks like pretty much everyone. Oh, the Huntsbury's staying out. Paglia staying out. Sullen's staying out. McCarskey, Rawson.
Hey, it'll definitely be one stop for everybody now.
Huh. See, the guys that are staying out, I wonder the same thing. Like, you don't need to pit yet. But there's no way they could stretch this. Everybody else goes in, now they're definitely within their window of... I mean, but so are these guys. Everybody still will need to pit one more time.
Yeah.
These guys will need to pit, 3 laps before the other guys.
But I feel
if they
like...
don't come down. They might still come down. There is a car a lap down. Mike Mangialardi is a lap down, so we will have one extra caution lap.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be able to save enough fuel here that I think they'll be okay even if they don't pit. I think they should be okay on the one stop.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everybody else is going to be fine. So,
do you think,
I think
the guys who just went in?
Yeah, the guys
they're still going to have to come in.
Oh yeah. They're just going to be on a slightly different sequence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've seen that live over the years. Yeah.
So I don't think
cars getting airborne like that.
Yeah. I don't believe drivers like Paglia, Sullins, McCarskey, like the guys that decided to stay out, I can't see them going in right now. You'd want this track position. A couple of big wrecks like that, you might as well stay in front. I mean, you are going to have to pit again regardless if you go now or not, so you might as well just run this to the end maybe. But it is 3X.
Yeah, that is true. So I
guess we're going to find out.
To see if they do end up coming in to put themselves on even playing ground with everybody else, or if they're going to opt for the track position here, knowing that they can make it on the one stop. It looks like McCarskey's going to go ahead and pit, and these guys are staying out at the moment.
Now. Yeah, Mangialardi's a lap down, so he's allowed to pit now. He wasn't allowed to pit last lap.
Yep. We got 20 laps to go this time by. I think we're still going to get another lap under yellow here.
Probably, yeah, because McCarskey is allowed to have his laps. Lap down cars are not allowed to pit the first time around, so that's why the lights will stay on for an extra lap, because he's allowed to get his service and get caught back up. But yeah, interesting strategy here by the top. I'd say 3 or 4.
Yeah, they're probably back to about Randy Wall there.
I'm not broadcasting. I can rewind it and actually get the real number.
But thank you to everybody for tuning in here. Of course, we just have some fun with these broadcasts. The next one will be this coming Tuesday night. That would be Hobo's regular season finale at Darlington. And then their chase will begin. Zach Rogers will be on the call for the full chase for the Hobo Racing League. And it'll be great to have Zach back up here again, because that guy knows a thing or two about setups.
That dude is unreal.
Oh my gosh, you see what he's able to do in fast. Obviously, we've covered what he's able to do in fast before, which we will be bringing you guys coverage on September 14th from Portland for that.
At the Fast League?
At Fast, yep.
So cars that stayed out. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. That's what's going on. Like, why is it snapping back to me? Because I'm pushing Control V, not Shift. I think that was Mangialardi.
Mangialardi's getting a lap back here. Ken Hunsberry's going to actually opt to pit last minute, as is Brian Rawson.
Okay, he is. Okay, because I was going to say it was Brian Rawson, Pat McCarskey, Sullins, Paglia, and Hunsberry that opted to stay out. So now we're only down to those
28
two.
And 38, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. This will be
28 and 38 are going off sequence. Paglia and Sullins.
At the halfway
now remember,
point now.
Everybody will have to pit again.
Yep.
But these guys will have to pit before everybody else because they're like 5 or 6 laps out of that window now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite super extreme. But let's see, as we'll be coming around to take 18 laps to go. That will put you, like, you can just do 2 9-lap stints and you'll be good. So, I feel like they may even be able to get some takers to short pit with them. I feel like the other guys could maybe go as far as...
Right.
Probably to, like, 7 to go. But yeah, I don't think the difference is going to be all that significant.
Yeah, because like, okay, sure, they got to pit early, but if they get a couple of guys to go early with them, everybody has to pit one more time anyway, so why not go with those guys?
Hey, we'll see how it'll unfold here for these final 18 laps, and then next Saturday, same time, same place, we'll do it again. Daytona, Talladega. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Yep, like I said, full season coverage with the exception of September 13th and 20th. 13th because I will likely be at Maple Grove Raceway, and the 20th because I will be headbanging to Bad Omens all night long.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we got System of a Down and Deftones next Friday.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Like a 60,000 seat venue in Toronto. We're going to go see them. And then in a couple of weeks, Gojira opens for Korn.
Oh, man, that's awesome. And hey, I'll be seeing Deftones too. And to anyone that does not know what I'm referring to, the most financially irresponsible thing I've ever done, I'm going to Louder Than Life.
Cool. Music's never a waste.
Nope, never, ever, ever. It's green flag back in the air here. 18 laps to go. Very even restart for these top two and pretty much the entire field. All I will say, just in reference to Louder Than Life, I am going to try, no promises, but I'm going to try and vlog my whole experience.
Ha! Good luck.
From the road trip to being there, the whole shebang.
Oh, cool.
Within reason, of course.
You gonna put edit it up and put it on Top Jackster channel, or?
Oh, yeah. Yep, that is the plan. Oh, here we go already.
Pretty wide. Yeah.
Already. Javier Negron leading that outside lane. Doug Hewlick pushing him.
Look at the dailies, all the scraped up parts of that car. Unless it's just the camera that I'm looking through. Maybe it's just the camera that I'm looking through.
That Tide Ride is looking pretty sporty here. Oh my goodness, they are making headway already. They're up to Keith Bynum now. Greg Lovell's on the inside lane. But those top two are pretty even right now, and that is Randy Waugh and Mark Paglia, but watch out. Those Toyotas are making ground.
Yeah, the 40 looks fine. Sometimes in this spectator camera, I'm using.
Oh, no.
Goodness gracious!
That's Greg Lovell inside wall.
Inside wall.
Come on, get to him.
Yellow is out.
Yeah, he's spinning back up onto the track, and that was just a chain reaction of bumping. And that started with Nate Balzer getting out of sorts. Hey, this race, the first race, aside from the big wreck, was pretty calm. This one is taking quite a different turn. Oh, goodness. That's going to be a hit. There's that. There's the bumper grab, and slam.
Yeah.
Race number 1 winner. I don't think that he's going to be sweeping the night tonight.
Yeah, not with that impact. That is nuts. That thing went 45 degree or like a 90-degree angle. You can see the tire, the skid marks on the ground, how they go to the wall and they hook right back.
On board with Graham McDonald. He's going to be right behind Greg when this happens. There's the bump, and there it goes.
Crazy.
Wow.
Too tight, I guess. It's weird. They just kind of bumping in the wrong spots. But I mean, it's nothing that Greg can't take. It's just sometimes it just happens.
Yeah. I think that was just Nate wasn't ready for it, and obviously that bump came very deep in the line.
Mm-hmm.
And so, probably out of safety, Nate was checking up, and then all of a sudden got a shove, and yeah, that'll get you a little squirrely.
I'm thinking all these guys are coming down here now because they're going to be able to make it to the end from here.
I don't think so, actually.
No?
I think you probably have to go about another 5.
Really? Even with pacing laps?
Well, maybe more like 3. Yeah, with pacing laps. This is the problem. Times 3 just throws such a wrench into, like,
I'm not familiar with it
knowing,
too much.
what to do. And I know that saving fuel tends to be, at least to my understanding, much harder on the increased fuel usage. So I feel like you're probably going to at least want to get to lap 20, probably 27, if I were to play it safe and be absolutely positive on making it to the end.
Like you're doing 10 or 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think they can stretch that? You don't think they can stretch that 12 laps up to 15 or so, eh?
Definitely not 3 laps. Maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
But I just don't. I don't know. In a race this short, I just don't see it. That's just me.
Yeah.
Hey, obviously, I'm not.
And it's the 3X thing. I'm not 100% familiar with how that works.
This is like one of the only leagues that I've seen that runs 3X on a regular basis, at least that I've been a part of. And I only ran the one race or the one night with them that I was able to get some feedback on how that actually worked out. And I think even in the second race, I don't think that we even made it to any green flag pit stops. We, of course, haven't made it to that point yet in this one either. So exactly judging how much you can save is very difficult.
Yeah, we've got no data. 3 drivers have retired this evening. We've got Craig Hagley in the 82. The 33 of Tim Anderson took quite a wallop. And the 931 of Robert Breedlove just retired a couple of seconds ago.
That's a bummer. Yeah, we saw both the 33 and the 931 go for a wild ride, so. Quite the bummer there is, oh boy.
Got the whole pack coming down again.
Say, yeah, round 2. They might be thinking the same way that you are about, you know what, we might be able to pull this off.
Yeah, I mean, the savings are not obviously because of everything burning away 3 times quicker than it would normally.
Mm-hmm.
You can save, just not what we're used to on 2X.
Yeah, and you know who are now used to running 3X, especially at this track? All these guys.
Right. Yeah, they know exactly what they got to do.
Yep. And heck, they do still have another lap pace in here. So, Blaine, I'm actually starting to lean kind of toward what you're saying about them being able to make it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Ooh, boy.
It'll be tight. On like no
strategy
problem.
and super speedway racing. Oh boy.
Yeah, if we go green, this is going to be really close. I mean, they may or may not need to pit one more time for gas from here.
And we still got guys that are staying out thus far.
Yeah, but everybody's clutching pretty much.
Yeah.
Roberts is doing it.
We'll wait and see if anybody pits this lap before we go over the order. Thank you to everybody for tuning in for some late night Saturday racing. Like I said, Obo coming up here on Tuesday for their regular season finale at Darlington. We'll be back here next Saturday once again for these guys. And again, Fast at Portland on Sunday the 14th of September. So we got some CCR races coming up in October as well. Shout out to them guys over at speedland.com for putting that on. Steve Grant and company. And there's a few takers. Looks like the top two are going to be the only two that are going to opt to stay out completely, and that being Ken Roberts and RJ Cabana. How about RJ getting up to second now? I think that's the first that we've seen that 889 up here. Yes, that is an 889 car. That is not the 88 technically. So it'll be exactly 12 to go when we go green. That is so close.
It is, yeah. So now if you're running 12 green flag laps at full throttle, how much did they save under yellow?
You better hope a lot, but especially these top two.
Oh, yeah, because it's such a thing. Like, you can run, if you have to pit after 12 or 13 laps of running green, we need to run 12 to 13 laps of green. I can't see, I don't know.
These
they were
two
able to save.
Absolutely are either going to need to save every last drop that they can, or are going to have to hope for a caution. That is where I feel it would be.
Right. Yeah, I think they're maybe the way that this race has been going, that maybe they're hoping there might be one more.
And then they may finally put themselves into that spot.
And then they would be able to make it. Yeah. Under green, it's going to be tight.
Yeah. Ken Roberts and RJ Cabana 1-2. Ulysses Sandoval in third. Danny Carroll, Randy Waugh, the top 5. Nate Balser is 6th. Javier Negron, Mark Paglia, Brian Ross, and John Godfrey are your top 10 as they run fuel. Going to be a big question mark here, and will we even make it to the end of the race without another yellow flag? Obviously, it's Talladega, essentially Talladega, so who on earth knows?
And rounding out the field, just in case you're wondering, Cameron, Ellisor, Lovell, McCarskey, Bynum, Huntsbury, Sullins, McDonald, Lovell, Hewlett, Spring, Heiser, Oaks, Mangialardi.
That was beautifully executed.
You're welcome. Hey now.
You're an
Breedlove,
all-star.
Anderson, and Hagley have retired from the race, unfortunately. It's anybody's game now.
Anybody's game. Green flag is out for another 12 laps of racing here on the evening. And the 55 and the 889, that's a pretty good even restart, but the advantage is going to come to the 55.
And this just in. 1 second here.
Oh, we getting the notes out.
Yep. I've just been handed a note. Somebody will win.
Oh, it's on. Somebody's going to win.
One of these guys.
Somebody.
27 started, 24 left. One of the 24 will win.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
I'm a statistics wizard. Third line starting up.
Brian Lovell going to be the first to get up there this time. Pushed by, I believe that is Keith Bynum. McDonald's up there, Hewlett's up there. They're a bit further
They
back
do
at the
not-
moment, but
Oh,
we
there it
know what
is.
kind of ground that they'll be able to make up. And
Yep.
Godfrey jumping up.
Look at that. The whole, from the back, everybody saw it in the rearview mirror and jumped out. The guys that were in front of that were like, yeah, we can go 3. Let's do 3.
I feel like if they do start to make headway, Balzer might jump up there. Even if if the 26 is able to stay clear, he might. Oh, yep, right as I say that. The inside right now is the place to be. At least as it stands, but that can change in a real hurry. Oh my goodness gracious.
High line is all over the place.
Ooh, yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Elisor in the 26, he has lane choice, really. Like, he can go between one or the other, so he's just trying to find a spot.
Gursky thinking.
Jumping in front of Godfrey. Godfrey's all by himself.
Oh, we might
up there.
see 4 wide.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Wow, yeah, Godfrey's just starting to really slip here, it looks like. My frame rate is absolutely dying.
Godfrey had a good run, but then everybody around him sort of, you don't really know where to go sometimes, and that breaks up the air, and you lose some speed.
Yeah,
Front
unfortunately
runners,
so.
6 laps tonight being led by Ken Huntsberry. He's currently down in 22nd right now. He has led the most laps tonight. Ken Roberts in first place position with 4 laps led.
This will be number 5 right here. Everybody well formed up here on the inside lane. 9 laps to go here at Talladega. Fuel a big question mark.
Yeah.
And that honestly might be why these guys are just settling in. Just save what you can.
Yeah.
Although it looks like Nate Balser's still at least giving it a go here, along with Billy Elliser. There's Rodney Solons. And Hewlett also up there in the 23. Guys that know that they're good on fuel, obviously they're going to be more willing to make those moves. Try and get some different lanes going, but for right now it's just the 2 lanes. And even then, that outside's just kind of hanging steady at best as they run.
Yeah,
but
it's
they're
not really
still
moving.
Tight net.
Yeah, Balser and Donnie Cameron are sort of just deadlocked with each other. They're just sort of sitting next to each other the last couple laps. The higher line seems to be working a little bit better just because there's more cars up there.
Yeah, they're starting to get something there. We're going to get up to Brian Rawson. Because that's the thing, like, once you're on the inside of a 2-wide situation like that, or if you're in the middle of a 3-wide situation, there's definitely enough dirty air that this game produces that it will slow you down. It's almost like the side draft effect, but it's not actually side drafting, it's just disturbed drafting air is... Oh boy, here we are.
RJ Cabana opted to go up there but changed his mind.
Changed his mind, and Paglia said, oh, if you ain't, I will, and... Oh boy, we got some heavy hitters that are starting to opt up there. I mean, heck, we've only got 7 laps to go here. It's go time.
Yeah, fuel, man.
Fuel, oh, you're right, especially for Cabana and Ken. Oh boy, although Cabana, man, you really don't know what he's going to commit to. He's going to commit this time.
I almost wonder, like, he jumped out last time and then went back down in there. It's almost like he doesn't want to lead, because if you lead, you can't really save.
Oh, that might be bad. Yep, it is. That's Billy Elliser around.
And away we go. Yellow is out. Race back.
We'll be race back here. Sullins is spinning. Garland Oaks is around yet again and collects Brian Lovell.
21 to the outside. He's getting a great push on the outside coming down the back straightaway. The 41 and the 889. Just launched Randy Waugh to the lead.
They just put Denny's. Oh, Cabana, big move there to the inside.
They just put the 55 in the 4th place, but now Cabana might want it.
The advantage is going to come to the 21 here off the corner.
What the heck? That was pretty awesome move by Cabana to thread that needle.
That
Puts
was
himself
beautiful.
In 2nd, maybe.
He will be 2nd. Randy Waugh is going to lead them back to this yellow flag, which I do believe we will go back green.
No cars a lap down. Yeah, we will, definitely.
Oh, baby.
Yikes. And these guys can make it now. They're not going to pit now.
I think they'll be able to clutch it under
I doubt
caution
it.
here. They'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
I don't know, though. 3X, can they?
Oh,
I mean, they're definitely going to be saving gas. They'll be clutching for sure, but I wonder if they can save enough. It just keeps coming back to that 3X. We're not 100% familiar with how this works. We know how it works. We just don't know how much you can actually save. The fuel will, you will save it. Like if you're clutching, it will save gas. But can you get a full lap out of it?
As far as the caution here, I did kind of see this coming with the move that Nate Balser made to the inside. Billy Elliser checked up. And then it looked like they were going to kind of split him 3 wide, but Brian Rosser wasn't quite ready for it. And then he comes up the track, gets into Sullins. And then, a few other cars are going to end up going around here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to be the best night for either of our Lovell guys who finished top 2 in race 1.
Yeah, completely different stack of drivers at the front of the pack in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even Ronnie Sullins, who just got collected in that, he's probably not going to be having the best finish here tonight either. So funny how the tables turn just that quickly. That's super speedway racing. We are back to the live shot here, and 4 to go. I'm feeling like this could be, at best, a green-white checkered. At worst, a one-lap shootout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll go green.
And if it's a green-white checkered, that'll allow these guys to get up to speed completely, and then it's going to get insane.
Yeah.
A one-lap shootout, you just never know what you're in for at that point.
We keep talking about fuel. I wonder, because even if the yellow did come out, how tight would it be? You still have to get to the checker flag to win the race.
Yeah, I would have been curious as to what Cabana and Roberts would have been able to do.
Yeah. Running out of gas under pacing, haven't got the checkered flag yet. Like, I've made that mistake. Like, and your winner is, and I'm like, wait a second, the race isn't over yet. Like, anything can happen. The guy's modem could disconnect and he drop out of the server. You know, the plug could fall out of your steering wheel. Like, anything could happen.
Weird things happen in this game.
Well, we saw, sure. Was it last race? Was it Ken? Like just driving under pacing without even shifting, the engine blew up.
Yep.
Just do, and then just black cloud out of nowhere. Like usually that happens in the middle of a shift where a guy will go from from 3rd to 4th, but they accidentally go from 3rd to 1st and they snap the transmission. He didn't do anything.
We at least know that Rodney had enough gas because he just said in the chat.
Yes.
And the only question mark at that point then would have been the 889 and 55.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're going to be just fine now. Let's see if we get the one to green here.
This yellow definitely helped, I think.
Yep, we are still lights on, so it's going to have to be next time for one lap. Which is crazy because that actually puts Randy Waugh in the catbird seat because he's going to be on the inside lane, which is the shorter way around. So if he's able to clear Cabana as they come off of 2, he's going to be able to dictate what lane he's going to block, what lane he's going to be able to go with. But obviously at the same time, I mean, you got 2 incredible pushers in Denny Carroll and Ken Roberts, 3rd and 4th here. So who knows what's going to happen there. And then you got the Wrecking Ball teammates there of the 96 and the 40. Yes, they are Team Wrecking Ball. Garland Oaks is also a part of that. And that is not me making fun of them. That is genuinely what they call themselves.
Yep. Because when Ulysses first started playing NASCAR racing 2003 season a few years ago, he called himself the Ulysses the Wrecking Ball Sandoval because he caused a couple of big accidents. And then after that, started a team and called himself Team Wrecking Ball. So it was a great name. Usually I disagree with you giving yourself a nickname. You have to let somebody else do it, but that was a pretty cool one. So I'll let him have it.
Well, hey, now he's evolved to Poppy.
Now he's the Poppy, yeah. But yeah, Team Wrecking Ball. Very cool name for a team.
I love it.
Demolition Crew.
Demolition Crew is here. I just hope that they don't live up to that name here on this last lap. If that is indeed what we're going to get here. The lights are going to have to go out this time in order for us to get the one-lap shootout. I'm with you. I'm pretty sure we will. Hopefully the game doesn't then do something stupid. Which I've also seen that happen where it's like, okay, 1 to green, everybody. Here we go. And then it's like,
come on.
It randomly throws another yellow for some reason.
Come on, game. Lights off.
Oh,
boom.
yeah.
Oh, man.
1 lap under green. It'll be the green and white flags in the air at the same time.
Yikes.
Yeah, Randy Waugh. He's going to have his word cut out here, but as I said, he's going to be in the best position possible, being on the inside lane. But the big thing is if he can get clear of the 889. If he can, he's going to be able to dictate a little more of what he can do. If not, oh boy.
See now,
boy.
He's got lane choice, but he's probably not going to switch because you're not going to get up to full speed, really, because there's only 1 lap left.
Mm-hmm.
You might also just hold that bottom line and
get that shorter way around.
Get the push going from Carroll, and hopefully you can... I mean, it's anybody's race.
Yeah, I'd say anyone in this top 4 have a good shot at it. But, hey, it's Talladega. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
this has been a pretty...
I know the checkered flag is going to come out and somebody's going to get it.
It's been a fun night of racing here for these first couple races of this season. Looking forward to seeing what next week will hold. Let's see how tonight finishes out. Randy Waugh, RJ Cabana, 1-2. Danny Carroll, Ken Roberts, 3-4. And then Sandoval Negron, 5-6. And hey, you got Balzer and Paglia there in 7th and 8th. I know they're not going to go down quietly.
Nope.
Here we go. Green and white flags.
And white, yep.
In the starter's hand. This is
so
it.
It's not a green-white checkered, it's a green and white checkered.
As we drop down to 9 frames per second. And here we go. And that is a great restart there for both guys, but a slight edge to the 21, and that is what he needs. Can he get clear? Looks like he will. And yep, he will. So he's got every right to dictate which lane he wants to go. And yeah, he's got a big push.
Great, yeah.
Ulick gonna try the 3rd lane there with Bynum. They're not probably not quite going to be able to get enough of a run there to make that work. Here we go off of turn number 4. The run's going to come to Cabana. 21's not going to block it. This is going to be side by side to the finish.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hold on, fellas. To the stripe. Here we go. I think the 21.
Wow. I think it is the 21.
He got it.
Barely.
By about a nose.
Yep, he
like
got him
I
by
said.
a tire.
And he had that 41 committed to him. The 889 had the 55 committed to him. They rack it up under the cool down lap here. And Randy Waugh.
Finish.
That one's for you, Corey. No doubt about it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
So Denny Carroll, yeah, Randy Waugh, R.J. Cabana, and Denny Carroll, your top three.
Oh, don't let him. Don't destroy the car. Let him do his burnouts.
Yeah. He's the only guy that kept it clean.
And now he's gonna be a bit tore up, but hey, that's cool. That is awesome to see again. A guy that helped make a lot of this happen.
That is funny though. He kept the car clean the whole night, and he's coming back home. Looks like somebody drove over a lunchbox.
Got absolutely junked.
Yeah. Demolished.
Bring it back to the start finish line here. Let him burn it down. Oh, if he doesn't hit the wall yet again.
Oh, man, might as well. Corey's digging it.
Oh yeah, and hey, Randy, no doubt about it, is gonna eat up every moment of this burnout.
In reverse, no car left.
Oh, too good. We'll get some quick words with our top three then, since it is getting quite late here on the East Coast.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's still going. He's still going. Oh, this is amazing. I've seen some long burnouts before. I don't think I've ever seen such a long reverse burnout. That was amazing.
That's a good one. Tires are probably off it now.
Yeah. No doubt about that. Official margin of victory. 9 thousandths of a second.
Nice.
0.009.
Nice.
Separating the 21 and the 889.
So in the car on your relative, it was 0.00.
Yep. Yeah, that's
you
all
have to
you
go
would see.
back to the stats screen to see that third decimal point.
And that is cool. Yep, just a little under a nose. There is your official margin of victory right there. And yeah, those guys stayed committed. Both Denny and Ken. And both guys going to get some good redemption after their not so good race one results.
Yeah, perfect photo finish. I'm just looking at watching the broadcast there now. Great camera angle on that one.
Yeah, I tried to get it to TV2 there. But
yeah, see, my camera pack's different, so my stuff doesn't line up the same. But I love a race like that. Even though there was a lot of yellows, and it comes down to that green flag, big push into tri-oval, and you're coming down to almost a photo finish like that's great.
Hey, you always love a good photo finish.
To your channel.
And one of the guys that actually helped to make that happen was Denny Carroll. And I've got Denny right here. Do you copy, Denny?
Hello.
Hello. P3, and given the push of a lifetime to that 21, props to you, man. And especially after things didn't quite go your way there in the first race, I feel like this got to be feeling pretty good for you to get it in race number 2.
Yeah, well, I won the championship last season. This series, I was wanting to defend it and got off to a horrible start at Daytona.
Hey,
I missed my
rebound.
pit box once. Then I went in when I didn't have no gas and only took a can like an idiot. I ruined it. I done that to myself.
Yeah, ain't no ruining tonight, and this second race at least. Even if it was a little bit more chaotic, you got yourself in a great position there. But I'm guessing the mentality there, just try to push the heck out of that 21 as best as you can, since you pretty much had the outside lane long jam there to your right side.
Well, Randy's my teammate, and I told him, I said, I'm not letting Cabana beat you to the line. I said, hold on, because I'm not lifting.
Well, you didn't lift, but you pushed him absolutely perfectly, and very well done to the both of you. Blaine, any questions or anything for Mr. Carroll?
how much we were really kind of curious about the fuel run. Like you guys were sort of trying to line yourself up to be able to pit like one more time, and then we had the yellows, so it kind of messed it up. Was it getting dicey if it was going to go green near the end there?
Well, if it hadn't stayed green, me and Randy had exactly enough gas to make it. And the cars that didn't top off, they wouldn't have made it, I don't believe, because I topped off and I had like 13 of 13, and my fuel was changing at the start finish line. So I had exactly enough to make it.
Oh, okay.
On the number. Man, that would have been pretty crazy if that had gone green. But hey, it worked out anyway. We got a heck of a finish there with a green and white flag. So cool deal there. But awesome stuff. Great job on kind of rebounding. And hopefully that will continue on into next week and both the races there. But before we let you go, though, closing thoughts, shout outs are all yours, my friend.
I'd just like to thank God, my family, and hope everybody has a safe, blessed week this week. Yeah, I can't wait to get off and watch the broadcast. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Andrew. Blaine, you'll be good.
Thanks,
Hey,
Timmy.
you'll be good, my man. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night.
See you, bud.
User was moved out of your
Any
channel.
there? Let's see. Is Cabana still
No.
up there? He is not up there.
User
Yeah, I
was
don't
moved
see
to
him.
your channel.
Huh, interesting.
Cabana went to bed.
Well, that is just fine because we've got a race winner instead, and that is one of the best reverse burnouts I've ever seen in my entire life. Randy, why do you copy?
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, man. First off, burnout was 10 out of 10. Would recommend. um, but I guess first question being on that final lap, coming to the green and white. Uh, what the heck is going through your head at that point? I know you had your teammate behind you, but surely the heart had to be racing.
Oh yeah, it's pounding, and my knuckles. I mean, they were white. But yeah, I was afraid they were going to get a run on that outside because normally it takes about a lap, and coming off turn 4, they're usually got a good run. But Denny kept pushing me, and I just held it straight, and it was a close finish.
9 thousandths of a second between you two there.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you would quite get enough run there, but that push from Denny and I think even the dog leg managed to help you out there. But at the end of the day, you had to be the one taking those pushes. You had to be the one to hold it straight, and you pulled it off, man. That Bama machine definitely had some strength in it, and it showed strength in both races tonight. And I'll just ask you, heading into next week, that's got to give you some confidence knowing that hey, you just get to do all this all over again.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I had a decent season last season. I actually led the points all the way through the season, and then the first round of the playoffs, I got wrecked and got put out of the playoffs. But yeah, I hope I can keep it going. I know I owe some of those guys some help. I know I got to help Denny next time because he helped me quite a bit, and actually RJ helped me a little bit earlier. But yeah, that first race tonight, I ran up front the whole time, and Rawson and I pitted, and we came off side by side out of the pits. We both got a little squirrely, and he went in the grass, and I had to check up, so we fell a little bit behind.
Yeah, we saw you guys coming out of the pits there. You sort of lost it a little bit, and then he kind of reacted to that, and you both sort of never really made contact, but lost a lot of track position.
Yeah. I was a little extra careful this time, but I was worried about running out of gas there because, I mean, I was very close. If that last caution hadn't come out, I don't know if I'd made it. It would have been close.
And there were a lot of guys that saw some redemption in that second race there, and yep, including yourself, Denny even, and a few others. So great job there on getting that W. And hey, roll tide. Awesome
Roll
stuff,
Tide,
man.
buddy.
We'll let you have the floor for any closing thoughts, shout-outs, really, whatever you want, man. You have absolutely earned it, despite the destroyed rear end that you had after the race.
Yeah, they got a little overzealous there, congratulating me. It's all good. Let me do a shout out to my sons Christian and Corey, and my grandsons Adrian, Asher, and Asa. I want to shout out to my grandson Adrian. His birthday is today. He turned 20 today, so happy birthday, Adrian. And just shout out to you guys. Y'all do an excellent job here. I really enjoy watching these televised races. Shout out to Graham Keith to run this league. I hope we can keep it going and just keep growing.
Hey, hopefully we can I'll keep the word out for you a little bit, but all in all, though, man, awesome race, awesome deal that you guys got going on, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these next couple months are going to hold. I'm looking forward to bringing the coverage, checking it out week by week, and hey, best of luck to you on this championship fight.
Thank you, Andrew, and I hope we can keep you entertained.
Hey, no doubt about it. Great job tonight, though, man. For now, though, at least, just soak it up. You've earned it.
Thanks a lot. Y'all have a good night.
Same
Have
to
a good
you,
night,
man.
Randy.
Thank you, Blaine.
Back up there.
User was moved out of
And
your channel.
Blaine, I'll turn to you for any closing thoughts or shout-outs or shout-outs.
No, yeah.
I guess you can shout people out if you want to.
I can do whatever I like. Yeah, exactly. No, thanks for having me in here. That's cool to do the co-hosting thing. I got to kind of I got to remember that I can use my replay because nobody can see it, and flip-flop around and see what's going on behind the scenes in different spots at the track. That's always really neat. So thanks for asking me to sit in. It's always cool. If I can make it happen, I definitely will. And yeah, cool racing, man. I forgot that they ran 2 tracks on Saturdays. It's a SuperSpeedway series, so it's neat that they've run Daytona and Tally. And yeah, it's neat to see the 2 shortened races, and both ended up being very, very different. And it's always great racing with these guys. And to have 30 people show up too is always a bonus. Full servers like that, it's a lot of fun to call those races.
Fantastic turnout here tonight. Hopefully that will continue on forward. Like I said, we'll see everybody back here, same time, same place, next Saturday for the Saturday night shootout. We'll see everybody on Tuesday night for Hobo from Darlington. And yeah, just continuing on with some awesome stuff that we'll get to showcase. That's always the point. But I am going to be calling it a night here. It is getting late. But thank you again to Blaine. Thank you to anybody who tuned in tonight. It was a lot of fun. We will see everybody on Tuesday night. Until then, have a great Labor Day weekend.